Hello, beautiful people. How is everyone? How is everyone? You know I'm tired. I don't know if you can look at me until I'm tired, but I'm strictly on here out of pure dedication tonight because I am pretty exhausted. But I wanted to pick up on where we left off last week about the power of positive peer pressure, and just had a really great week. I picked up on a lot of pointers. I have been exhausted, but the thing is, I'm a little nervous because I start school tomorrow, and I'm like, okay, if I'm tired now, I'm not even in the program yet because it's phase one I did in September to December, and then phase two is February to June, and then I graduate. So I got to hold on for the prize. But I heard a great scripture, do not despise small beginnings. It's a scripture that we're all familiar with, but the second part of the scripture that I don't really think that I've really referenced much is do not despise small beginnings, for the pleases the Lord to see the work begin. I heard a pastor preach that this week, and I heard a lot of great messages, but I wanted to just give you one that I felt like was a kicker for me. And the pastor was preaching along the lines of some of the things we talked about last week, just being consistent, small goals and systems to make sure that you accomplish some of the things on your list, that you using that momentum for the new year, that invigorating first of the year momentum. And by the way, today is it's so funny. Today is the first day, or I believe yesterday was, but today it popped up on Google that it's the Chinese New Year. So Happy New Year to all my friends out there who celebrate this holiday. It's so exciting. I like the little red candy and little treats that come along with this holiday. Of course, I like the red candy and treats. So, but to piggyback on this, despise not small beginnings, and it pleases the Lord to see the work begin. One of the points that this pastor made in the church, I believe, is Destiny Church in Virginia, is he said, the Lord is pleased to see the work begin. He says our society is obsessed with finishing strong. What did you accomplish? Is it done? Did you get there? But it pleases God to see the work begin. So I'm going to take refuge in the fact that I'm not there yet. I'm exhausted. I did a really good workout Sunday. Today was my next day to work out. I'll probably do a little something like maybe one of those 10-minute videos because I'm just like washed out today. And I had to run and do gas, and kids, y'all know the drill. Doesn't change not much for me, but I am going to be pleased that I have begun the work. I'm going to allow myself to enjoy the fact that I've begun the work. And something my coworker said to me today that was brilliant. She says we have to have victories that are non-scale victories. My non-scale victory this week is that I actually got on here and made this video, even though I look tired and crazy and all of that. But it was more important to me to be consistent and build on this positive peer pressure that we've made a commitment to take this journey together, this epic journey. I'm still on fire, and to look forward to the future. So it's going to be a busy, busy month because our baby's coming, our fourth grandchild's coming. It's going to be a busy month because we have our RV show, and we have, what else do we have going on? Let me see. Oh, and my friend's coming from Boston, from Massachusetts. I'm very, very, very elated about that. Haven't seen her way before COVID. Like, it's been years. So that's going to be a blast. So I'm just trying to keep on top of everything. I'm a high school teacher. That has been more, let's just say I came into teaching 4 years ago, and it's gone in a direction I just could not anticipate. Obviously, the world's in the pandemic. None of us saw that coming. And I'm just kind of just staying afloat right now. My goal is to solidify my skills, finish school, keep that focus, make it to June. I'll be finished, my classes, and just come in faithful in September. Be faithful and come in September with a new attitude. That's my goal right now. I do have some ideas in the back burner of what that might look like. I do have some ideas on, really reflecting this summer on what kind of teacher I am, who am I best able to serve? How can I best serve my family and make sure that these lifestyles are in agreement with each other? I do notice that it's been challenging to stay focused on now. And another great message that I've been listening to is staying focused on now, because we are great at being time travelers. We're great at going to the past, fantastic going to the future, but something about staying here is hard. And then the last thing I want to leave you with, I talk to a lot of good friends. Like I have friends that I can call and just rant. And then I realize this is the year that I stopped with the trauma bonding. I heard that saying on a great new show, Abbott's Elementary, and she said, "Oh, maybe we're trauma bonding." I am not going to trauma bond anymore. I'm going to celebrate victories with you, small and large, and let's celebrate the victories. And I realize I have relationships with people where we're trauma bonding. And not that that's terrible, right? Because there are things that bring people together, common causes, common losses. There's lots of things that bring people together. So there's never not a good reason to find support within each other. But there's more to life than trauma bonding. So that's another thing I just added to my list. So that's all of it. It's kind of a little bit of everywhere. I think every week these little tiny talks will come together as they become more focused and have more of a I'm thinking we'll get a little into it. We're not really into it yet, as you can tell. I'm done for today. But thank you so much. I'm glad I was able to be faithful and get on here and just tell you. I said I wasn't gonna say hello, best friend. I'm just gonna leave that alone. And just tell you thanks for hanging in there with me. And I'll see you soon. Bye now.